the smack talk is only going to make him, he's only digging his own grave.
Very much, Ravi. And thank you to the whole of the panel, and of course everybody that made this event possible. The GSA, Prince Abdulaziz, thank you. Skills Challenge Entertainment, Omar and the team. Jerry, thank you. And a huge thank you as well to Prince Khalid, who plagued me really and didn't let this go to bring this fight here. You know, we were so close looking at other venues. We had nearly a dozen venues knocking on our door for this World Heavyweight Championship, the biggest fight in boxing today. Prince Khalid saw the vision, the love of the sport, the passion for the sport, and would not stop calling me. He would not stop trying to bring this event to Saudi Arabia. And I have to tell you, sitting there just now, watching that incredible show, having been a fight fan for over 30 years, felt a little bit emotional, because this is such a monumental occasion for our sport. And sometimes our sport is very narrow-minded. You know, there's Las Vegas, there's New York, there's London. No, there's a whole world out there. And now there's Saudi Arabia for boxing. This is such a monumental opportunity for our sport. And you're not just bringing a fight to the kingdom. You are bringing the biggest fight in world boxing. The biggest prize in boxing. The World Heavyweight Championship. Not a one-off fight, a rematch of one of the fights of the year. Back on June the 1st at the sold-out Madison Square Garden, we witnessed one of the great heavyweight upsets of all time. This man on my right may not think it was an upset, but it did go down in history that way. It was an incredible fight, both men on the canvas, as Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua to become the unified World Heavyweight Champion. On December the 7th in Dillia, we do it all again. For your entertainment in a purpose-built arena, open air, 16,000 people. And we love what you're doing here for sports. We love Formula E. We love the European Tour. I think WWE is great. There is nothing like the sport of boxing. You will witness an event that will go down in history. And some people looking from the outside in may think this was a strange destination. They also said that for the Rumble in the Jungle, for the Thriller in Manila. And this is an event that will go down in history just like those iconic moments in our sport. So I want to thank everybody for bringing this event here. I want to thank the fighters, because, you know, for those who know the sport of boxing, for those that are new to the sport of boxing, these guys are the gladiators. They are the guys that get into the ring and fight for these belts, for the legacy and for your entertainment. And these are the guys that deserve so much respect. This is not just about bringing a major fight to Saudi Arabia. This is the potential to grow the sport of boxing here. And one of the reasons we're even here, as I said, is because of Prince Khalid's vision to grow the sport here. We're already in talks about academies, about grassroots boxing. This is how you grow the sport of boxing. Trust me when I say the people of Saudi Arabia, once they see this event, once they touch and taste the sport of boxing, they will be addicted, they will be back, and it will be such a monumental occasion, as I said, for this sport. We're now going to speak to everybody at this top table. I'm going to start actually with a very proud man on June the 1st, in Andy Ruiz Sr. Andy, welcome to Saudi Arabia. June the 1st must have been an incredible night when your son became World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, first of all, thank you to all the people from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I feel so proud when my son won the fight. It was a dream that we have when he was 6 years old, that I was training him. And I think the dreams, they come true. I've been working so hard for this team that we was going to win this the champion of the world. And it was a dream that I was going to have my Mexican Rocky, and it became true. So I feel so happy, and thank you for Eddie Hearns to give you the opportunity to fight in your car, and we're gonna be real nice to all the fans. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you. We're going to go over to Coach Robert McCracken. Rob, obviously last time was a shock for everybody, but we knew Andy Ruiz was a great fighter, and again, a chance to put it right on December the 7th.
Yeah, this is heavyweight boxing. We've seen it time and time again. Andrew Ruiz is a very good fighter. He's the world heavyweight champion. Anthony's now challenging for them titles, so it's turned around completely on its head. But AJ's driven now, and he's determined to get them titles back, so it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be exciting as well every step of the way.
Obviously a new dynamic in Saudi Arabia, boxed for a large portion of his career in the UK, then New York last time out. This is a completely different environment. We know that a ring's a ring, but it's going to be an iconic event.
Yeah, it's going to be challenging for both fighters, but I think it's a challenge they'll both look forward to. Certainly Anthony's looking forward to it. He's excited already. It's December as well, so it's a bit cooler. That should suit both fighters. It'll certainly suit Anthony. And he'll be prepared, and he'll be in tip-top shape. He knows that Ruiz is a tremendous champion, but he's a tremendous challenger, and he's aiming to win them belts back on December 7th.
Thank you, Rob. Manny Robles. Manny, I think some of those photos of you and Andy celebrating have obviously been played out hundreds of times now.
Absolutely.
I guess that's done. I mean, that will never be forgotten, but now it's back to business, defending those world titles.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you, everyone. Thank you to the media. Thank you to the country of Saudi Arabia for having us here. The city of Diriyah, I hope I'm saying that correctly, with all due respect. It's incredible. So you guys have an incredible country. The people here are very nice, very warm. So thank you for the warm welcome. And as you said, Eddie, yeah, it's time to turn the page. Dreams do come true, but now it's a reality. So now it's time to go to work, and I can promise everyone, I can promise all the fans here and across the world that Andy will be ready, and he will be ready for the challenge. We know, with all due respect to Anthony Joshua and his team, he's a great fighter, and we know he's going to bring it. So that is the reason why we need to be at our best come December 7th.
What are you expecting this time around in the fight? Obviously, last time Madison Square Garden, this time Saudi Arabia. Expecting the same kind of fight as last time, a more tactical fight, a more focused Anthony Joshua, a more motivated Andy Ruiz. What do you expect?
Well, it's part two. It's a continuation of part one, but obviously, with both fighters know each other. They know what to expect from one another. So there will be changes. Obviously, we will have more time to prepare this time around. We have begun our preparation. There will be some changes, and you can expect a better Andy Ruiz, faster, leaner, stronger than the first time around.
Thank you, Manny. For the first time in a long time, we're going to go to the challenger, Anthony Joshua. Anthony, it's been an amazing 24 hours, and this fight has obviously captured the imagination of not just the people in Saudi Arabia, but the people all over the world.
Most definitely. And thank you very, very much for your hospitality to the people in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to the names that you mentioned, to Roseanne as well. Thank you so much for everything, for putting this together. I never thought I'd be fighting outside of London or outside of America. So it's a blessing, and I'm humbled to be here. With the fight, I feel
history, and I'm going to win here the same fashion, the same way that I won June 1st, and I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Thank you.
Yes, Andy, I've got to ask you about, you talk about how people think you've taken your foot off the gas. We've seen the new house, we've seen the Rolls Royce, congratulations on all of that, but you've achieved history, but the hunger still burns stronger than ever.
The hunger still remains. You know, I don't want to be a 15-minute of fame, you know. I want it to last. I want it to be a generation. I want to be a champion for more years. I want to challenge it. And, you know, I have a good fighter right here next to me. He's going to try to take these belts, but like I said, God's with me, and we're going to be training really hard for December 7th.
And finally, there was a lot of people talked about conspiracy theories of June the 1st, and we said the best man won on the night. People talked about Anthony wasn't up for it or whatever, but you went in there and won. Do you expect a better Anthony Joshua on December the 7th? Do you expect a tougher test this time round from now the challenger?
I sure do. He's more hungry. You know, he wants his belts back. So I think that's what's giving me more motivation, more hungry. I want to train even harder, you know, just because he's training even harder too. So, you know, I only had a month and a half to train for the first fight. This time we have a whole camp, so it kind of benefits me as well. So it's just going to be an exciting fight, hell of a fight. Two big heavyweights punching each other in the face. It's going to be exciting. Tune in December 7th. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Thank you very much, Andy Ruiz, and thank you to Anthony Joshua.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, sorry, Ravi, just want to close up. Just want to say thank you again to everybody. Ticket details for the UK fans, for the American fans, Mexican fans will be released in due course. Of course, a special thanks to our UK broadcast partner, Sky Sports, and of course our American broadcast partner, DAZN. Just two of the huge broadcasters that will be showing this unique event live. And after we've heard from Ravi, both fighters will come face to face for the first time in a head-to-head for the photo and the media on the stage in front of us. Thank you so much for your support. Trust me, December the 7th, you will not want to miss this. The world will stand still to witness history in Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, honoured guests and members of the media. A few more operational announcements. One-on-one interviews with our panel will take place after the prayers. Members of the media, we would love to invite you back for refreshments and canapes after the prayer as well. Thank you very much for your attendance.